My brothers, the modern narrative seeks to limit your power and influence as a man. As men, we are naturally endowed to be leaders. It runs through our blood. This role is given to us by God. It is not simply a privilege that gives us power over others. No, it is a duty that we have to those around us who are weaker. Now, maybe you do not yet find yourself in a leadership role at work or in organizations where you belong. That is okay, although if you make changes in your life, you may find yourself there soon. But one place where all men must be leaders is within their family unit. If you do not have a family yet, you must be a leader with the woman you are in a relationship with or married to. No matter what the media may tell you, women are wired to seek this leadership. This desire is natural and created by God. Men have traditionally been leaders, providers, and protectors. They are stronger physically for a reason. When a woman seeks a man, she will look for one who she instinctively believes will be able to provide for her and protect her. On the surface, this is why women are attracted to physical strength in a man. But physical strength is only one aspect of strength that a woman is looking for. Even if you are not yet physically strong, you can show leadership in other ways. If you're single and looking for a woman, you probably find yourself trying to attract women in the manner which you have been instructed by society. Think about every Disney movie or romantic comedy you've seen. They are usually stories of a man falling hopelessly in love with a girl and then doing nice things for her until she sees what a great guy he is. You've probably found yourself trying to attract a woman by doing nice things for her as well. Buying her flowers, paying her compliments, giving her money when she's in a financial pinch. You try everything in your power to avoid upsetting her. Of course, there's no inherent problem with being nice or doing nice things for a woman. The issue is that, if your nice actions have ulterior motives, women will see through this. If you're constantly doing nice things for a woman, not because you necessarily want to, but because you are trying to get her to like you, it will be painfully obvious to her what you are doing. She will see that your actions are not honest. She will probably wonder why you are so desperate to attract her. Think about it. You may have heard the statement that women are attracted to the so-called bad boys. You may have even been left by a woman for one of these men. Men who do not constantly shower a woman with attention and gifts. Men who are not afraid to joke around with their woman and do not constantly fear upsetting her. I can tell you why this occurs. If a man plays by his own rules, if he does not seem like he is desperately trying to attract or hold on to a woman by doing nice things, it instinctively signals to a woman that this man is a leader, the type of man who is unable to be pushed around by others. Even if a woman does not realize it, this will signify to her that he will be able to protect her if need be. No, I'm not saying to be a jerk to women. Men who personify the bad boy archetype often do not treat women with respect and are not acting in a godly manner. Consequently, they often have shallow, sinful, short relationships. But what I am saying is that the narrative from modern society that you will attract women by doing nice things for them and constantly trying to please them is a lie. So how do you attract a woman? As a godly man, there are ways to do so that signify you are a leader without compromising your virtue or following the teachings of Christ. The first thing I mentioned is to be working towards being strong physically. No, you don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't have to be in perfect shape by any means. But you do need to be working on your physical strength regularly. This is a basic signal to women that you can protect them if necessary. The modern narrative that it is okay to be weak, that any form of strength training is toxic masculinity, is a lie. The next thing you must do is to be a leader in your speech and behavior. Recognize that as a man created in the image of God, you are inherently valuable and have a lot to offer. You can and will attract a woman by displaying a confident demeanor, by being yourself, and by not constantly trying to please her just so she will like you. You can tease her and tell playful jokes without being afraid to offend her. Yes, she will get upset with you at times, just as you will get upset with her for things that she does. But this doesn't mean that you will lose her. I promise you that this will work much better than being the disingenuous nice guy to her all the time. A huge part of being able to attract a woman is being on the correct path as a man. You must have a path and purpose to your life. You must be seeking the will of God and working towards a goal that you believe is His calling for you. This may be running a business or pursuing a particular career choice. It may be taking on the task of spreading the gospel, as we are all called to do. It may be serving others. Just make sure you are not simply going through the motions of life, getting by with a 9-to-5 job, and spending your free time playing video games, eating DoorDash, and smoking pot. As a man, it is important to have a strong sense of virtue and of boundaries. A man who has deeply held values, who cannot be shaken from his beliefs at the mere insistence of others, is going to come across to the right woman as a leader. A man who constantly changes his opinions out of fear of upsetting others is going to signify to a woman that he is not a leader, that he depends on the validation of others, and that if push came to shove, he would not be able to protect her. So many good Christian men who have a lot to offer a woman in many ways, struggle to find a partner and remain single for years. I believe this is an issue of self-confidence that can be fixed by daily working on your God-given leadership traits and by discarding the lies that you have been fed by society. Unpacking this issue is extensive, and this will not be the only video I make on it. But what has been outlined today is a good step in understanding why you may struggle to attract a woman. Always remember that you are valuable and that you have a lot to offer. So continue to work on your self-improvement, my brothers. Stay strong and courageous, and build the legacy that God has intended for you.